What happens when machines make decisions that impact our lives? AI is not just a tool, it's a force reshaping our world. But who's behind the curtain? Who programs its choices, its biases, its ethics? From self-driving cars to courtroom judgments, the stakes are high. We're facing job displacement, privacy breaches, and ethical dilemmas that challenge our very humanity. Can we trust artificial intelligence to navigate these complexities? Join the conversation as we dive into the moral implications of AI, exploring where technology meets ethics. This is not just a debate. It's a crucial dialogue about our future.
All right, so today, we're taking a deep dive into AI.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, really fascinating stuff. We've got all sorts of sources lined up.
Like what?
Well, we've got these YouTube videos, right? Experts going head-to-head, debating all the big AI questions.
Sounds intense.
Oh, it is. And then there are these debate transcripts, super in-depth, really getting into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, but we're talking serious research here.
You bet. Plus, documentaries, articles, you name it, we've got it. It's like a crash course on the future of AI, you know?
I'm ready to be crashed.
So what are we hoping to uncover in this deep dive? I think the big question is, what does AI really mean for humanity?
Right, because there's so much hype, so much fear-mongering.
Exactly. Will AI be the best thing that ever happened to us, or is it going to lead to some dystopian nightmare?
A utopia or a total disaster?
That's what we're here to find out.
Well, one thing's for sure, AI isn't just science fiction anymore.
No, not at all.
It's already here. It's already part of our lives.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. Siri ordering your pizza, algorithms deciding who gets a job interview.
Right. It's everywhere.
We probably interact with AI more than we even realize.
And it's not just a Silicon Valley thing either.
That's a good point.
In the Doha debates, this data scientist, Muthoni Wanyuoik, she brought up how developing nations see AI.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, for them, it's not about robots taking over the world.
No, I imagine it's much more practical than that.
It is. They see AI as a tool to fight poverty, to improve healthcare, really basic human rights stuff.
That's a really important perspective. It kind of reframes the whole conversation.
It does. It shows how AI could be a force for good in the world.
Speaking of which, what about the potential benefits of AI?
Okay, so get this. One of the sources compared AI to the most powerful hammer ever created.
Wow. That's a pretty strong image.
Right. AI can build an amazing future or completely crush us.
That powerful.
That's what Professor Nick Bostrom, a leading AI researcher, argues, and it really captures the dilemma we face.
So it's not just about robots, it's about the potential impact on everything.
Exactly. AI could revolutionize industries, like literally every industry.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Oh, think about healthcare. AI could develop life-saving treatments, personalize medicine.
That would be incredible.
Right. And then resource allocation, tackling climate change. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, but are we actually seeing any of this potential in action?
We are. One documentary showed how they're using AI to protect elephants in Africa.
Elephants? Really?
Yeah, AI-powered vision systems, they can predict poaching hotspots.
So it's like giving the park rangers a heads up.
Exactly, helping them protect the elephants. And there's this Kenyan startup, Farm Drive. They're using AI to help small-scale farmers get access to financial services.
Wow, so it's like AI is evening the playing field a bit.
It is. It's giving people opportunities they wouldn't have had before.
Okay, so we've got AI saving elephants, helping farmers. This is all starting to sound pretty utopian.
It is pretty amazing, isn't it?
But there's always a but. Right.
Right. There's another side to this coin, a darker side.
Okay, let's talk about that then. What are the potential risks of AI?
Well, like any powerful technology, AI can be misused.
I mean, that makes sense.
And there are these unintended consequences that we need to be aware of.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, for instance, one of the things that really stood out in the Doha debates was this idea of data colonialism.
Data colonialism? What's that?
It's this idea that the data of vulnerable populations is being extracted and used, often without their consent.
Exploited, basically.
Exactly. The Financial Times had this article about a Chinese company that gave free surveillance tech to the Zimbabwean government.
Oh, wow. I bet there were strings attached to that.
You bet there were. They got access to the facial data of millions of Zimbabweans.
That's scary. So AI can be used to reinforce existing power imbalances.
Unfortunately, yes. It's like a new form of colonialism, really.
Wow.
And that raises a big question. Who gets to decide how AI shapes our future?
It's a huge question. Do we leave it to tech companies? governments.
Well, that's where it gets interesting. Dex Tork-Barton argued that politicians often just don't have the technical know-how to make informed decisions about AI.
So they might not be the best people to regulate it.
That's his argument. But then, can we trust profit-driven tech companies to self-regulate?
Right. Will they prioritize ethics over their bottom line?
Tough question, right? Some people say we need strict government oversight, while others think that'll stifle innovation.
It's a tricky balance to strike.
It is. We need to find that sweet spot where we can encourage progress without, opening the door to potential harm.
And that's why it's so important to have this conversation about AI ethics.
Exactly. And we need to involve everyone in that conversation, not just the tech experts.
I agree. Diverse perspectives are essential.
Absolutely. Govinda Clayton, who was like a mediator in the Doha debates, made a really great point. He said, we need to stop thinking in terms of us versus them.
We need to find common ground.
Exactly. We need to ask ourselves, what kind of future do we want? What role do we want AI to play in that future?
It's a question we all need to be asking ourselves because AI is already shaping our lives in profound ways.
It is, and it's only going to become more influential in the years to come.
And that brings us to these 4 commitments that were proposed at the Doha debates. They're like action steps for individuals, ways to ensure that AI is used for good.
They're pretty interesting.
All right, let's hear them. What's the first one?
Number 1, learn how AlphaGo works.
AlphaGo.
Oh.
That's that AI that beat the world champion at Go, right?
That's the one. It's about understanding the technology, at least at a basic level.
Okay, number 2.
Learn how to code.
Wait, hold on. I don't know how to code.
It's okay. Not everyone needs to become a programmer, but having some understanding of how AI works is beneficial.
It's about becoming more informed, right?
Exactly. Being able to ask the right questions, challenge assumptions.
Okay, I can see the value in that. What's commitment number 3?
Number 3, demand a say in how AI is used to shape your life.
So it's about advocating for policies that promote responsible AI development.
You got it. Making sure our voices are heard.
Okay, that makes sense. And the last one.
Number 4, demand government leaders who understand tech.
So holding our elected officials accountable.
Exactly. Making sure they have the knowledge to make informed decisions about AI.
I like it. So these commitments, they're about recognizing that we're not powerless in the face of this technological revolution.
That's the key takeaway. We have agency, we have a voice, and we need to use it.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, let's take a moment to reflect. We've explored the incredible potential of AI,
It's truly mind-blowing.
but we've also acknowledged the risks.
The potential for misuse, the ethical dilemmas, it's important to keep those in mind.
Because the choices we make today, they're going to determine the future of AI and the future of humanity.
It's a big responsibility, but also an exciting opportunity.
So let's embrace that challenge. Let's work together to create an AI future that benefits everyone.
I'm with you on that. Let's do it. One of the documentaries we watched, it really got into the potential for AI to, revolutionize healthcare.
Oh yeah, that one was fascinating.
Imagine a world where AI can diagnose diseases with, pinpoint accuracy.
And personalized treatment plans, even predict health risks before they even show up.
Right. The potential is, mind-blowing. But, there are also some valid concerns.
Yeah, I mean, AI could actually make healthcare inequalities worse.
Exactly. That's what one of the articles we read pointed out.
If we're not super careful, AI could create a healthcare system where the rich get all the fancy AI treatments.
And everyone else is left behind.
Exactly. It's like a 2-tiered system,
It's a real concern. We need to make sure that AI is used to make healthcare more equitable.
not less.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's not just healthcare. AI is going to have a massive impact on the job market, too.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Some experts are saying AI will create tons of new jobs
While others are predicting mass unemployment.
because machines are going to be doing all the jobs that humans used to do.
Right. It's a complex issue. I mean, who knows what will really happen?
But we definitely need to be prepared for some major changes in the workforce.
Absolutely. We need to be thinking about how to retrain workers, equip them with the skills they'll need for the jobs of the future.
And what about the people who lose their jobs to automation?
Yeah, we need to have a serious conversation about social safety nets, how to support people who are displaced.
It's not just about mitigating the negative consequences of AI, though, right?
Right. It's also about, harnessing the potential of AI to create new opportunities.
Like new industries, new ways of working.
Exactly. One of the YouTube videos we watched, there was this entrepreneur who's using AI to develop personalized education programs.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if every kid had a learning experience that was tailored to their specific needs and talents.
It's a pretty cool idea. AI could totally democratize education.
Make high-quality learning accessible to anyone, anywhere.
Yep. And that's just one example. I mean, AI is already being used to create innovative solutions in so many fields.
Transportation, energy, agriculture,
You name it, the possibilities are truly limitless.
but with great power.
Comes great responsibility.
Exactly. We need to make sure we're using AI wisely and ethically. So, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I think the main takeaway is that, well, AI is here to stay,
It's not going anywhere.
right? And it has the potential to change our lives in some pretty amazing ways.
Both good and bad.
Exactly. So we need to be informed, we need to be engaged, and we need to be proactive in shaping an AI future that benefits everyone.
I think that's a great way to put it. It's really easy to get caught up in all this scary stuff about AI, you know?
Oh, totally, like killer robots and everyone losing their jobs.
Right, exactly. But we need to remember that we have a say in this.
We're not just along for the ride, right?
Exactly. The future of AI isn't set in stone. It's something we're creating right now.
So how do we make sure it's a good future?
Well, one thing that really stuck with me from the Doha debates was the focus on education.
Education about AI.
Yeah, like understanding what it can do, what it can't do, the risks, all of that.
So basically, becoming more informed citizens.
Yes. And it's not just about understanding the tech itself. It's about how AI is being used.
And how it could be used in the future, for good or for bad.
Right. AI is just a tool.
A really powerful tool.
Exactly. But it's up to us to decide how we use it.
Okay, so education is key. But what about action? What can we actually do to shape a positive AI future?
Well, those 4 commitments from the Doha debates, those are a good place to start.
Oh, right. Like learning how AI works.
Even just a basic understanding can help us ask the right questions.
And demanding a say in how AI is used.
Which means advocating for policies that promote responsible AI development.
Supporting organizations that are working to ensure AI is used for good, holding our leaders accountable.
All of that. It's about realizing we're not powerless.
We have a voice, and we need to use it.
Absolutely. And one of the things that came up in the sources was the importance of diversity in AI development.
Diversity. How so?
Well, if the people creating AI systems all come from the same background, their biases will be baked into the technology.
Oh, I see. So we need diverse teams to create AI that's fair for everyone.
Exactly. We need people with different perspectives, different experiences to make sure AI benefits all of humanity.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of AI, I think the biggest takeaway for me is that the future is not set in stone.
We have the power to shape it.
It's like a choose-your-own-adventure book.
Haha, I like that.
Will we go down the path of dystopian nightmares and killer robots?
Or will we use AI to create a brighter future, solve some of our biggest challenges?
It's up to us.
And the choices we make today will have a huge impact on tomorrow.
So let's choose wisely.
Let's keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep pushing for a better AI future.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. And remember, the future of AI is in our hands.